morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are at. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's SoulSaint here, and we got a banger coming up for you guys. We have finally news that we can share with you guys. It's going to be Asgard's Divide. So if you guys can't already see it on your screen right now, there's a lot going on that we're going to talk about. It's a new campaign, a new event that's going to be predicated upon new champions as well as new things that are going to be coming around that we're going to talk about today. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. With that being said, if you guys can't already see it on your screen, we have 4 champions that are going to be introducing to you. And you've already been hearing a little bit of an inkling in your in-game messages. So Odin, as well as Loki, has been trying to persuade you to either stand down or to get involved inside the tumultuous terrain that they're going through and their family dynamic, for lack of a better word. So they are coming to the world of Teleria. With that being said, to our left and to our right, we're going to go from left to right here. It's Odin. We have Loki. We have Thor, and we have Freya, or Freyja. I'm not exactly how sure they're going to pronounce it themselves, but I believe it's Freya is the way it's pronounced. We got a crazy event period that's going to be starting off in pretty much towards the later period of August, and it's going to be going all the way to towards the end of October, where we have a bunch of different events and things that you're going to be able to participate in. Particularly, we're going to be able to have some of these champions, which I am actually proud to be able to show you guys today. We're going to start off with Odin on the far left here to give you guys a little bit of a visual. This guy is crazy phenomenal. It's cool how they made him look. He looks very, like, how do you say it? Like older in the aspect, very wise for his age. The new little bit of teasers that we talked about in our previous video so happen to be what the background of their character turnaround is going to look like. So fantastic design. I mean, honestly, this is actually phenomenal for a champion look. I mean, you could tell he has his spear. I forgot exactly what the name of the spear is. If you know, let me know in the comments below. As well as, like, you could tell, like, he's plated out in armor. Has that very Norse mythology with a little bit of mix, let alone inside barbarian, which I so happen to hit it on the nail. It was going to be a barbarian-based champion. We also are going to have, let's go with Thor. Thor's going to be the son of this badge, so the son of Odin and Freya. They gave him a very, how do you say it, orange hair themed. It was really, really cool to see. Of course, he has his lightning Mjolnir, I think it's how you say it, Mew, depending on if you're a Marvel comic fan. But no ties to Marvel comics. It's gonna be their own specific Norse themed character. Look, you can even see how they have, I forgot what they call the horn, or is it like a flask or something around those lines that's kind of like chained to his belt. He's very rustic looking. You can definitely tell. I mean, he has some tattoos that shows like runic designs that we talked about before. Overall, very, very in theme with what Thor is from a mythological standpoint. Very, very cool. Of course, the wife of Odin, or the mother of Thor, depending on how you want to look at it. We're gonna go ahead and show a turnaround of her. Looking very majestic, the leader of the Valkyries. You could definitely tell that they have some similar themes. If you could see, like, the shield as well as like the helmet has very similar themes to how Valkyrie looks in the game, which is really, really cool. She has a little dagger on her side there. I think that's kind of interesting. And of course, you could see the dress or the battle armor, as you can tell. Along with her tattoos, everything is very, very Norse/barbaric themed. So I just got to say this off the rip, and we talk about it all the time. The graphics design department does not miss. It looks fantastic. And, of course, we have to show the mischievous god himself, Loki the Deceiver. So this one's going to be crazy interesting because we are going to do our own separate video. It's going to be a breakdown of himself. He's going to have some things we're going to be able to talk about him that's going to be coming up. He's going to have his own little separate video. But I did want to talk about these champions for the first and foremost. So Loki himself is going to be a spirit legendary barbarian support champion. You heard it right, support. So we might see something from a utility that lines up with him being mischievous. Thor is going to be a legendary magic attack type champion. Very, very par for the course because he is, you know, by nature a warrior. Freya, on the other hand, though, is going to be a force defense champion. That's a legendary. And then, of course, odinfaefather himself is going to be a legendary void, keynote void, support champion. It's going to be very, very interesting. Now, I wanted to break it down because we got like a lot of events and things that are going to be coming up here in the near future that you guys are going to be able to participate on. In particular, we are going to have a 7-day or 14-day, excuse me, loyalty program that you're going to be able to get involved to get Loki himself. So the first 7 days, very similar if you were here for the Adeline loyalty program experience, where you're able to get the champion, as well as some extra rewards along the way to get her within 7 days. And then after that, they're going to have additional days where you can do some things or acquire some things, like her blessing, for example. You're going to also have that chance with Loki. Now, there's going to be some extra rewards like energy and maybe some silver, some other stuff too on top of that. But they also did note that there's going to give you ways that you can share your acquisition of the champion on social media like Facebook or Twitter. And then you also get some extra rewards there, which I think is super, super cool. But that is not all. We have something else I want to show you guys today, and it's going to be an event dungeon. So, this is going to be an interesting one here because I don't know if you could tell, you're going to see Odin here. And if you look in the background, you see some other extra stages where I see like a Leo, for example, and some other champions in the background that might be pretty noteworthy, like maybe a Boro to the left of the Odin here. And to give you guys premise to what we were told or what I'm able to discuss with you guys today, it's going to be a brand new game mechanic aiming at diversifying the player's gaming experience during these events. So it's going to be its own event dungeon. It's a special place specifically for this event. And it's going to be available starting on August 21st, excuse me, all the way to the end of October 24th. Now, it's going to feature 30 stages, so 30, on normal difficulty, which will scale up over the course of you progressing through the stages. There's not going to be any waves, so don't think about like Dragon where you have to go through like 2 waves to get to the boss. It's more like Spider where you're going in, you're there, you're fighting him, right? And of course, you got to be fighting the Faefather himself. Odin is going to be the boss battle there, but he's not going to be alone. He's going to be joined by warriors unique for each stage of the dungeon. So it's going to be playable for all players ranging from level 6 and higher. So even if you're an early game progressing account, you're still going to be able to jump right into it and enjoy the experience along with us. And if you are already at the top, the tippy top in terms of being in game, then you're going to be able to enjoy it, of course, as well. So it's going to be really, really cool here. They got a lot of stuff going up. We got a lot to spread out. It's going to be, like I said before, it's going to be 4 legendary champions, and they're going to be acquirable through various different means. Obviously, the 14-day login program that they're going to have for the first 7 days, you get Loki, and then following after that, you get additional rewards that are related to him, or in general, that'll just go for your account. Think energy, for example, as well as like multi-battles and some other stuff that would be great for you, right? But then for the other champions, there's going to be in-game events and activities. This could range from, shard pool events or maybe tournaments or something around those lines where you could try to battle your way to getting these champions. And, of course, we're going to see their kits a lot later down the road. So I would definitely look forward to that. But what do you guys think? I think this is crazy to see. I mean, for the most part, being able to take a look and just enjoy new content's always dope, right? And then, of course, bringing new champions. I'm a big fan of mythology-type things. Coming from a background like playing Smite, for example, we had our access to some of these guys, or these gods, in a sense, and really experience them. So being able to translate that from a personal level to something I also enjoy now in Raid is great. It's like I'm getting the best of both worlds, which is fantastic. I'm pleased to be able to experience these kind of things, and I think hopefully if they do these event dungeons right, these bosses are right, I think it's gonna be really cool. So, if you're on Team Asgard and you're hashtag for Loki the Deceiver, or if you're hashtag for odinfaefather, then by all means, reign is supreme. Which side are you on? I think it's going to be very interesting, and I think that they're kind of playing this role of Loki is trying to remove all the gods and the involvement inside Teleria, maybe for his own means of destruction, and maybe Odin and the rest of the squads are trying to stop him. So there's a lot going on that's going to be very interesting for us to enjoy. And of course, I think as always, you guys are going to hopefully be able to acquire these new champions and enjoy them to the fullest. Look forward to our breakdown on Loki. It's going to be another video that's going to be somewhere around our screen or somewhere down the road. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so you can kind of enjoy the experience as we release new information coming out for you guys. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always remember, stay ascended.
So